Everyone. So the latest episode of Duniya Ek Dil delivers intense family drama, emotional confrontation and shocking twist as Adya finally exposes Suraj while Baldev prepares for a move that could change everything. The episode begins with Baldev struggling with disturbing thoughts. He imagines a horrifying situation where Adya might harm herself if he attacks Shivai. The terrifying vision leaves Baldev restless and emotionally trapped, making him question his next move. Meanwhile, another major drama unfolds inside Shivai's house. Suraj secretly steals 1.5 lakh from his cupboard, money carefully saved by his mother for an important installment payment. While sneaking out, he almost gets caught where the money accidentally falls to the floor after bumping into someone. Somehow, Suraj manages to escape the situation and directly heads to a gambling den. His gambling friends are shocked to see him carrying so much cash despite recently struggling financially. Suraj proudly flashes the 1.5 lakh and confidently joins the game. But his luck doesn't last long. Adya suddenly arrives at the gambling spot and immediately exposes him in front of everyone. She reveals that the money belongs to Shivai and was meant for an important family payment. The gamblers refuse to return the money and argue that once money enters gambling, it never comes back. Just then, Shivai arrives. Furious, he blasts everyone for encouraging Suraj and creating trouble. Moments later, the police enter the scene. The inspector arrests several gamblers and even prepares to take Suraj away. But surprisingly, Adya requests the police to spare him. Back at home, Shivai tells Pratima the complete truth about Suraj stealing money and getting caught gambling. Even after being exposed, Suraj shamelessly continues lying to save himself. That becomes the final breaking point for Pratima. She slaps Suraj and scolds him for betraying his own brother. Pratima even admits that she feels relieved Adya finally saw Suraj's real face. But Sonam quickly turns the situation against Adya. She blames Adya for creating distance between the brothers and loses control completely. In anger, Sonam grabs Adya by her hair and creates chaos inside the house. Pratima tries stopping her while Suraj shamelessly supports Sonam's behavior. Thankfully, Shivai arrives just in time and protects Adya before things become worse. Then begins Sonam's dramatic emotional performance. She storms outside the house and creates a public scene in front of the entire colony. Sonam loudly declares that life became miserable after Adya entered the family. Some neighbors even begin supporting her. Sonam dramatically announces that she and Suraj will remain outside until Adya apologizes. But Shivai refuses to entertain the drama. He gives Sonam a final warning and clearly says nobody in the house will disrespect Adya again. Even after everything, Adya still tries convincing Sonam and Suraj to come back inside. But Pratima stops her and confidently predicts that Sonam's drama will not last very long. And exactly as expected, once the neighbors leave, Sonam and Suraj quietly return home as if nothing happened. Their sudden behavior completely confuses Adya. Later, Pratima shares an emotional moment with Adya and thanks her for protecting Shiva's hard earned money. She even asks Adya to call her Ma, making the moment deeply emotional and heartwarming. Elsewhere, Sonam secretly plans revenge. She tells Suraj that they must break the growing bond between Pratima and Adya before it becomes stronger. The episode ends on an emotional note as Pratima gives Adya her mother's sari for a temple visit and calls it one of her most precious memories. Adya becomes emotional and hugs her tightly, but the peace may not last long. In the pre-cap, Baldev arrives at Shivai's house carrying luggage and suddenly announces that he will now stay there permanently, leaving both Shiva and Adya completely shocked. Thank you for watching. Bye.